What's going on, guys? Deep Rooted Dishes here with another video. So pretty much it's lunchtime and I wanted something, a little bit different. So recently I went to the store and got myself some Shanghai noodles, my favorite noodles, to be honest. So today we'll be making some Shanghai noodles for lunch. So before we get started, if you haven't already, I need you to hit that subscribe button and just watch the other videos that we have. We have a lot of old videos on our page already, and we have a whole bunch of new ones coming on the way. But just be sure to subscribe because we have a whole bunch of new videos and a lot better videos coming. And we're trying our best to be creative, and to encourage you guys to get more in the kitchen and be creative in the kitchen yourself. We're all on lockdown now, so yeah, it's that time. Just make sure that everyone is eating properly and taking care of their health, and there's no better way than cooking it yourself, cooking foods yourself, and making sure that you're making good decisions. So yeah, so pretty much on our table you can see, obviously we have our Shanghai noodles, we have some veggies. So here I have some celery, some carrots, red peppers, some cabbage. I have some spinach as well that I'll be putting in the end, so look out for that as well. Now personally, I like my food a little bit spicy, so I'm going to be using some chili peppers, both green and red. And we have our soy sauce, and I will be using sesame oil. And the protein of choice for today will be tofu, our extra firm tofu from Sunrise. So big up Sunrise. We only buy Sunrise. Yeah, really good tofu. So as you can see, there's not too much needed to make this meal. It's going to be a very quick meal to make too. Pretty much all I have to do is boil these noodles a little bit. Not for too long because they'll be cooking in the Dutch pot that I'll be using. But I'll be boiling out the noodles a little bit just to get a little soft texture, just a little bit. I'll be using the sesame oil to kind of just saute everything together. What I'm going to do as well is I like the flavor of peanuts. If I had peanut oil, I'd mix it with the sesame oil, but I don't. So what I'm going to do, which you'll see in the video, is crush some peanuts and saute that in the sesame oil before I saute anything else. And in that way, it'll be kind of a mix of a sesame flavor and peanut flavor as well. That will just be infused into all these ingredients here. So yeah, so I'll be using sesame oil for that, soy sauce for color, and as well as flavor. And pretty much, yeah, I'll be making the tofu in the oven and just sauteing it with the rest of the ingredients in the pot. So as I said, pretty easy, very quick. I'm pretty hungry. I haven't eaten since the morning, so yeah, so it's gonna be a little quick recipe. Everything was pretty cheap, man. Nothing's really expensive. Sesame oil you can buy from your local grocery store. If not, you can go to your local Chinese market, buy it there for pretty cheap. Soy sauce is cheap. I bought these in 2 different packs, but basically the packs were like $1 each, so it's not expensive. And vegetables, not expensive at all. So overall, this is a fun meal. It's pretty healthy. It's not expensive, and it's very, 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 very delicious. And obviously you want to make sure that you add your nutrition. So the nutrition will be coming from the veggies that we have and also the peppers as well. So yeah, so pretty much the next step is going to be to boil out the Shanghai noodles and then saute everything. So follow me into the kitchen and we'll get it done. Alright guys, so as I was telling you, the protein of choice for this meal will be tofu. So as you can see, everything is all prepped and all seasoned. So I cut them up just like this, as you can see. So As you can see, I went ahead and did some seasoning. So what you have here is some fresh chili peppers. We have some dried chili flakes as well, some sesame oil, soy sauce. We use ginger powder, so it's dried ginger. I also use some garlic powder and some onion powder. And other than that, some other herbs and stuff like that. So didn't do too much, but there is a lot of flavor in here. So basically what I'm going to do next is take the tofu and put it in the oven. So what I'm going to do is, there's already oil in there, so just make sure there's oil in there, because if you put this in the oven without any oil, it's not going to come out good. So you want a little bit of a crisp on your tofu, so that when you have it in the noodles, it's not soft and egg-like. So there's oil in there, as I said to you guys. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the oven at, let's say, about 350, and I'll probably let it take its time. Let's say about between 15 to half an hour, depending on how crispy I want it, how brown I want it. But I'm going to watch it. But around the 15-minute mark, I'm going to kind of check on it and see whether or not it needs more time or not. Let's say about 7 minutes in, I'll probably flip it. Or you know what, I'm not going to flip it because they're so small. So what I'm going to have to do is, I'm going to most likely bake it at 350 for about 7 to 10 minutes. And then if it's okay and it doesn't need any more time, I'll broil it at, let's say, about 400 degrees, just so the top gets its little crisp as well. Let's say I didn't cut these so small, I'll probably just flip them. But because I have one of those ovens that have broil on it, I'll probably just bake the bottom and broil the top, make it easier for myself, right? So as I said, this is all nice and seasoned, and it's about to go into the oven. I'm going to cook this separately. Once this is finished cooking, at that point I will most likely take it and throw it into the pot with the noodles and all the rest of the veggies. So yeah, this is the only thing that's going to be done outside of the pot. So this is how it's looking, and you'll get to see it once it's done baking. So let's just take another look. Alright guys, so let's move on to the next step. Alright guys, so as you can see, we have our tofu here, seasoned, cut, and ready. Now I'm going to be putting these into the oven at about 350, between 350 and 400. I'm just going to watch it. In this way, I'm going to do it in the oven and bake it instead of cooking it in the pot, because I want a crisp right around the tofu, and sometimes the tofu will stick to the pot instead of crisping up. So if you don't have a non-stick pan or anything like that, the best way to do it is to cut it up the way you want it, add oil to it, and bake it. But you just got to watch it so it doesn't burn or anything. So I'm going to put it into the oven. Let me just put this down right here. Nice and seasoned. So now it's going to go into the oven, as you can see. Alright. So as I told you guys before, so I'm most likely going to bake the bottom and broil the top. Just let it take its time, and then I'll be adding it to the pot with the noodles and the vegetables, and that'll be pretty much it. So yeah, it's looking good. Alright guys, so as you can see, we have our veggies in our pot. It's a Dutch pot, but it's the closest thing that I have to a wok, so we're using what we have, right? In the pot here, we have our celery, our red peppers, our cabbage, and our carrots. Alright. So I'm not going to overcook it. I want all the veggies to still have a little bit of a crisp to it. And as I said before to you guys, some partially crushed peanuts. So I had peanuts that I usually use for my protein shakes. So I usually have them in whole. I crushed them. Some crush more than others, but it's a good texture anyway, so I'm going to put it into the pot. It's going to give the pot some more flavor outside of the sesame oil that I'm sauteing everything in. Alright, so I don't have the heat on too high or anything like that, because as I said, I don't want to overcook everything and make it soft when it's in the, sorry, I don't want to make the veggies soft, too soft. I want them to be a little bit crispy. Sorry, I was just stirring the pot and talking at the same time and shooting, so it's a little bit difficult. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing this for maybe about a minute or two just to get it a little bit crispy. I'm going to put the noodles into the water for about a minute and just saute it with this. So yeah, this is how it's looking so far, and I'll show you guys the next step once I put the noodles in. Alright guys, so I got the noodles in the pot with the veggies. So now I'm going to take some soy sauce and add to it, just for some color and some flavor as well. So I'm shooting with one hand and trying to stir the pot, so this will be difficult. So usually, obviously I use a spoon, but to make it easier, just so I could hold the camera and cook it as well, I'm just going to use a tongue. So yeah, pretty much you just want to get the soy sauce to go right through. I'm going to do it a little bit more off the camera so it's not so messy. But yeah, pretty much I'm just going to add a little bit more of soy sauce for some more color, some more flavor. The veggies are in there. I want a little bit more color, so I'm going to take some fresh spinach and chop into there, mix it all up, and the tofu is still being baked. So once everything is finished, I'm going to put them together, and pretty much that'll be the end of it. So in the pot we have Shanghai noodles, carrots, cabbage, red peppers, some chopped peanuts, and some celery as well. So yeah, once I add everything together, I'll show you guys. Alright, so I'll be back. Alright guys, so as you can see, the tofu is nice and finished. Has a nice golden tone to it. So as I was telling you guys before, I baked it and then I broiled it after. Quick process. It didn't take no longer than 20 minutes to cook, especially because I cooked it because I cut it so small. So now it would just be to add this to the pot with the noodles and the veggies, and that'll be it. So we're almost there. Alright guys, so as you can see, we've made it to the finish line. Here we have some Shanghai noodles with tofu. So as I was showing you guys before, the tofu was finished, so I didn't have to do too much but put it into the pot, kind of mix it in a little bit. The heat's still on, so I kind of allowed it to have some time to take in the flavors from the pot, and to also soften up just a little bit, but everything still has a crisp, as you can see, because I cooked it perfectly in the oven. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Generally this meal probably costs like literally no more than $10 to make, but the way it's stretched, it could most likely feed up to, let's say, 4 to 6 people, because it's a big pot. It's not a small pot that I have here, it's a big pot. So yeah, here's another idea for you guys to use at home. It's a nice stretch meal. It's healthy, it's very flavorful, and there's a lot of protein in it. So try it out for yourself, and if you do, make a video and tag us in it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, share this video for us to as much people as you can, and also like it and watch the rest of the videos that we have as well. All right, thanks for watching, guys.